Anyway. So, oh, that's cold. It's really cold. 1:25 Eastern Standard Time. 25. Now, see, Mondays and Tuesdays, I don't mind coming down here late. Yesterday was an issue because of the issues that I had. Because, like I said, Tuesday night, Monday nights with my son, because we usually stay up late. We stayed up. We watched all of Miss Marvel. I was like, what haven't we watched yet? We almost watched The Terminal List with Chris Pratt. And I'm like, we haven't watched Miss Marvel yet. I mean, and I'm like, I don't know. I've heard some kind of mixed reviews on it. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, well, this is about a teenage superhero. And judging by like the costume and from the previews that I've seen of it and reviews, I'm sitting there. I'm like, this is going to be like a Disney show. This is going to be like a Disney show. This is going to be a kids show. I have to watch it like a kids show. In the first episode, I was just like, I'm not going to give any spoilers if anybody hasn't seen it. The first episode, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, this is kind of on par with what they've been doing lately anyway. It's just like, but it wasn't like horrible. There's only 6 episodes. But I'm sitting, I'm like, it seems to have some potential to it. So, and the ending of the first episode was okay. I'm like, we're just kind of getting into it. I'm like, all right. So we watched the second episode, and we're like, okay, this is pretty good. I mean, it still has its cheesy parts and stuff. It's still Disney-fied, you know. It's just falling right in my arm. But it was really good. And one thing I was super impressed by, not so much like the scripting itself, like the wording, the words of the script, dialogue, because it was kind of cheesy, but the acting of the lead actor, the girl who played Ms. Marvel. I had to look up her name. One thing I complain about is kids in movies and how they, even though they're a lot of times actual kids, they don't talk like kids. Like the dialogue's obviously written by adults who are trying to write for kids. And it's like you have this 5-year-old saying shit that a 5-year-old wouldn't say, at least in that way, you know. Now you take out your Sheldon Coopers and your little boy genius things, and your oddballs, but your normal kid isn't going to speak that way, even with teenagers. And what makes it worse most of the time with teenagers in movies is they usually cast, a lot of times they'll cast people that are in their early 20s. Sometimes mid to late 20s. Or in the case of Beverly Hills 90210, I think it was Gabrielle. I don't know if that was actually her name. The girl with the curly hair and the glasses. I don't know if anybody's old enough to remember that, but she was like 31, playing a high school senior when that came out in the early 90s. I mean, she kind of looked like it, but and it's funny going back watching TV shows from the 80s and early 80s. Different strokes. Andrew Dice Clay, obvious late 20s. It was like watching Channing Tatum play a high school kid in 22 Jump Street. It was that horrible. Seeing some of these high school jocks that were like legit mid-20s. But no, the dialogue, like I said, it was cheesy, but it was very natural, very teenage-like, and she played that very naturally. Like, it was like the character was very natural for her. Like they wrote it around her personality. It seems like it was very, very, very refreshing to see that, I guess you could say. But I kind of described it after watching the first, or all 6 episodes to my son. I said that was kind of a really good meld between like a Disney show and a Marvel show. Like they did it good, as opposed to what they like to do with these new Marvel shows and actually Disney-fy the show. Like they're putting their, like, we're still Disney, so you know, kind of like the end of what was it? The shitty one of the 3, the shittiest of the 3. Last Jedi, the second one on the Star Wars. It was The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and then the third one. The Last Jedi. When they end the ending where Rose fucking stops Finn from actually saving the day, and she goes, "We'll win with love." I literally yelled. I didn't say it super loud, but I think enough people around me heard me. I'm like, what the fuck was that? You know, it was so terrible. I'm like, way to go, Disney. You fucking made Star Wars Disney, you know. But, like, for once, I was fine with it, because, again, it's a teenage hero, teenage show. There's no problem with making it Disney-ish, I guess, but still had the good aspects of both. Okay, so if you haven't watched it yet, I would say watch it. It's not horrible. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's not horrible. So we watched all of those. I don't know if we watched anything else before or after that. No, we didn't. We just watched those. Because after my workout yesterday, I was starving. And we just went and got Arby's. I pigged out on Arby's. I use Monday for my cheat day. My son can eat whatever the fuck he wants and not gain any weight. So Monday's like my cheat day, so just make it easy and just we get some crap. So I try not to as much as possible. Like I have no problem, you know, not having a cheat day, but it's one of those times where I'm like, I just need something just satisfying. So at least they were out of shakes, so that was good. So good shake. But the funny thing was, is I threw on a pair of shorts, and not the ones I was wearing like this past weekend. So and I completely forgot to put my wallet in there. I'm like, well, I got my phone, and completely forgot that I didn't set up my Samsung Pay on my phone after I reset it a few weeks ago. So I get there, I'm like, oh shit. So I'm trying to go through the prompts quickly because so many damn prompts to get the fucking thing started. I was just getting so irritated. And my son's like, what are you, 60? I'm like, fuck you, shut up. I'm like, it's not my fault they have so many goddamn stupid prompts that keep popping up that it looks like I'm done. I'm like, you know, added the card, cool. Did that. Next thing I know, I gotta go through these fucking stupid ass tutorial shit. And then after the tutorial shit, it's like, do you want to do this? Do you want to set the default? I'm like, fucking just put the fucking thing in there. Let me just fucking use the damn thing. And then manager walks over. Are you having trouble with the card reader? I said, no, I'm having trouble with my phone. It's not you guys. I forgot to set it up after I reset my phone a few weeks ago. Apparently, I thought I did. She goes, oh, I was just going to comp your meal, and I'm like, oh, well, go ahead and do that. That's fine, because I just finally got it to the part where it said enter PIN. And I'm like, go ahead, sure. And she goes, I'm like, I'm not going to tell you no. She comps the meal, and I'm like, it's just a look of disgust and like, not disgust, but embarrassment on my son's face was classic. But we got $20-some worth of food for free, so I'm like, whatever. Just for me being a dumbass. So, it worked out anyway. And it was so satisfying. Curly fries, half-pound beef and cheddar, mozzarella stick. Yeah, I picked out. But I have no headache today, so that's a good thing. Yeah, I can't say I have no headache. I always have a slight headache, you know. but I have no migraine today. That's the good part. But I was out of protein bars this morning, so I actually had to eat breakfast when I woke up. Well, it wasn't this morning, it was just a little bit ago. So I actually had to eat breakfast and let that settle before I came down here. That whole don't wait, or wait 1 hour after eating before you swim. That's not really just swimming. That's like any strenuous exercise. It's not because you're going to drown. They don't say it because you're going to drown when you go swimming. It's because there's potential because you get cramps. You might not be able to swim back. That was the whole premise of that. I might not swim back, cramps, and then you could drown. But no, doing anything strenuous right after eating, excuse me, could cause you to have cramps, could cause you to get sick and throw up. So it's always best to let yourself settle before you do anything like running, swimming, biking, playing basketball, working out, whatever. So I let that settle before I came down here. So yeah, but like I said, Tuesdays I don't care. Usually my son stays, he sleeps, and then during the day, sometime we'll go do something during the day. Sometime he'll wake up a little bit later because he stayed up all night, and then he just leaves and he goes and hangs out with his friends on Tuesdays. They do a movie night or something. We're obsessed with movies. You think my channel will be more movie based? How much movies and TV shit I watch? But I'll let Straw Hat Goofy handle that on TikTok. He can do that. He does a better job. He's more polite about shit. There's another guy on there. I guess his name is George something. I don't know. But Straw Hat Goofy just duetted him earlier about the top 10 worst movies of 2022. And George, it was George's list. I haven't seen all the movies, but a few of them I agreed with. But he puts Sonic 2 on there, which I don't agree with, and neither does Straw Hat Goofy. He's like, no, that's definitely what should not be on there. He lost me there. But Love and Thunder wasn't on there. I was a little irritated. I'm like, how do you have Sonic on there, but you don't have Love and Thunder on there? They had Morbius on there. Apparently, I haven't seen that yet. I'm waiting for it to come out on HBO Max or whatever, Amazon, whatever the fuck is coming on for free. I'm not paying for it because I know how horrible it's supposed to be. I'll watch it because, it's a superhero movie, and technically Morbius is in the Spider-Verse, and obviously, Spider-Man is like one of my favorites. So I'll watch it. I'll probably be extremely disappointed with it. Probably won't be as disappointed as I think I'm going to be because I know it's horrible. So I'll be like, that's probably not bad. As opposed to going into Love and Thunder with these expectations of something phenomenal. Like, this is going to be great. I love the Thor character. I love this. These previews look great. It looks funny. It looks exciting. This whole thing. And then I walk in there, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? But anyway, at least I can laugh at it more, and I didn't spend any money on it. Because I'm like, oh, this is so stupid. This is so bad. This is terrible. So yeah, that's that. All right. Anyway, so today is. I always start with other stupid shit. Today is. What is today? Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. Today's week 15, day 2. It is abs, back, and biceps, part 1, which is the title on the screen there for you. Part 1 just means that part 1 to part 2. It's just an easier little abbreviation there. We do 2 different ab, back, and bicep days. Just like we do 2 different chest, shoulders, and tricep days, and 2 different leg days. So yeah, that's that. Warm up is going to be Turbo Jam's ab jam. It's 20 minutes. It's kind of its own ab workout in itself. So if you're just starting out doing stuff, you can just do the ab jam, for your ab workout. I will, like I said, I will always tell people that are just starting out, just get the turbo jams, buy them on eBay, get them on Amazon, go to Beachbody.com, go to Beachbody on demand. You can find the schedule for free anywhere. Just type in Turbo Jam schedule. You can download a PDF, print it off, or just save it to your phone. You can screenshot it, save it to your phone, whatever, so you know what to do each day. The original Turbo Jam is what I'm talking about. The original series from 2007. Yeah, you can follow along with that. Turbo Sculpt will take care of the rest of the body. They have a lower body jam as well, so you can do a little extra for your legs if you want to. But the Turbo Sculpt will do enough for you. The ab jam, Turbo Sculpt actually has a little bit of ab work in there, not much, but a little bit. They just do a few planks, and they do a few side planks, oblique crunches, and then the ab jam actually has more of a ab workout to it. And then if you want, you can even add weight to it. You can add a little heavier weights to their Turbo Sculpt. You can add some weight to your ab jam. You can use the cardios, and you'll get a really good workout out of it. It looks like it's cheesy and it looks like it's girly, but it does work. It's worked for me a few times. Unfortunately, I never stick with anything. So this is probably, I'm not going to say this is the longest I've ever consistently worked out, but it's pretty damn close, for sure. It is definitely pretty close. So, but a lot of times I'll get like 6 to 8 weeks, maybe 3 months max, and then something happens. Either I get sick, I get injured, my schedule changes, my finances change, whatever the case, and I just stop working out and get complacent again. So yeah, the Turbo Jams will work for you to get back into the swing of things, or to get into the swing of things. So I will recommend those. And when you are doing it, if you need a warm-up or a cardio, supplemental cardio to do in your own free time, the Turbo Jam cardios are actually a decent cardio. And again, you make it what it is. You can go light, you can go hard, whatever you need it to be. Just like my intervals that I do in between my sets, starting last week. You can go light, you can go hard. It's just to keep your body moving in between sets. So, but you can utilize them a little more and up the ante a bit. So whatever it is. So anyway, today's warm up is the ab jam. It's 20 minutes. They do about roughly 10 minutes standing up, 10 minutes on the floor. And then I do 3 additional ab workouts for myself, and those are regular crunches, reverse crunches, and oblique crunches. 3 sets of those, all 30 reps. But the ab section will always be 30 reps, no matter what I change the rest of the routine to. So my routine was 1 to 30. The abs were 1 to 30. The last segment of my routine was 2 of 15. My abs were 2 of 30. This time it's 3 of 10. The abs are 3 of 30. So I guess the next one's going to be 5 of 6. The abs are going to be 5 of 30. So I have to add 2 sets next time, which is going to suck so much. And then I go to 6, and then I go to 10. But at least with the 6 and the 10, they are getting put into a superset with the rest of with leg work. So it'll be like I'll be doing a set of crunches, and then a set of squats, a set of crunches, a set of squats, a set of crunches, a set of squats, etc. And then we'll move on to the next one. But then again, it's also going to be doubled too. So I'm going to be doing crunches, reverse crunches, oblique crunches, the planks, the side planks, and the Mason twist twice a week, as opposed to just doing 3 and 3, split between the week. So it's going to suck. It's going to suck really bad. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I need to do it, because this is it needs to go away. Anyway, so yeah, the ab jam, and then those three different crunches, and then we do back, which is going to be a wide lat pull down, a close grip, reverse grip pull down, which is like a close grip chin up. Deadlifts, and then for biceps we'll do just a regular easy bar curl, supination curls. It's kind of a twisting motion as opposed to a straight up that. Hammer curls, and then we will do a inward forearm curl to finish it off, which is just that's all it is. You can do it sitting with your hands on the bench, like this, if you want as well. Either way, whatever works better for you. You can get one of those little rolling things with the rope and put the little 5 to 10 pound weight at the bottom. You do this way, and you can switch and do it that way and roll it the other way. Whichever way you want to do it. You can even do it this way. Either way, it'll still do the same thing, just depending. Yeah, so that's that. Hopefully we'll have no issues with my TikTok today. Oh, there's people talking. I didn't realize nobody ever talked to me. Thanks. Great. Air day. Good progress. I appreciate all those comments. Thank you. I'm not sure if you actually know how much if you've seen from the beginning or not. But yeah, it's decent. It's decent progress. It's going pretty well. It's not as fast as I want it to be, but it's never gonna be as fast as you want it to be. But then again, if I was actually working harder to make it faster, I'd be on a very oddball routine that would be very hard to keep up for the long term. So this is a more sustainable workout with a more sustainable, natural, I guess, fat loss time frame, I guess you could say. So I'm averaging about 1/3 of an inch off my stomach a week, which, if I look at it that way, that's not as bad, you know, because I'll go and I look at like, oh, I only lost 1/4 of an inch, oh, I only lost 1/4 of an inch, oh, I lost a 1/2 inch, you know. As before, I was probably averaging, when I did this 8 years ago and I was busting my ass, I was probably averaging 2/3 of an inch off my waist, because it was fluctuating between a 1/2 inch and 3/4 of an inch a week. But again, once I stopped, the shit came right back very quickly, very easily. So yeah, 1/3 of an inch a week is actually better to look at than just me, you know, averaging it out for the time frame that I've been doing this. Comes out a little bit better than being like, I'm mostly only losing 1/4 of an inch, even though it's not much of a difference. It's kind of right between 1/4 and a 1/2. So I'm cool with that. It's coming off in other places as well. I'm seeing and feeling more definition. Like I don't usually feel I haven't actually felt the tricep muscle in a long time. Even though I still have some fat on there, but I'm noticing a lot more reviewing my videos after the fact. There's more definition going on. My face is slimmer, and that's nice. Every so often, somebody will like a video of mine from like a year, 2 years ago, and I'm like, "What video is that?" And I'll click on the video, and I'll watch the video and realize how fat my face was compared to what it is now. So it's always nice going back and looking at it. I have a couple videos ready to stitch when I'm done that I made in the beginning of when I started with it, like within the first like couple weeks of doing this. I put on like a medium T-shirt that was, these are large, but I put on a medium T-shirt that was way too tight and like stretching around my stomach, and I'm like, so that way I can stitch the video and with a year later, and you know, hopefully I will stick with this, and I will be where I want to be, you know, at that time, and it'll be like a world difference on the two parts. And then I can get my Spider-Man 2099 costume, and then I can cosplay that at Comic-Cons, and for when the second Into Spider-Verse comes out next June. So I should be all fit and ready to fit into a skin-tight Spider-Man costume. I'm a little short compared to that character, but whatever. Not a big deal. Only a couple inches. He's like 5'10", I think. Miguel O'Hara is 5'10". According to, I think, Canon. Spider-Man 2099 height. 5'10". I'm 5'7", so it's not really that big of a deal. So, maybe put some lifts in my shoes. Make myself like an extra inch or so, get a little bit closer. But I want to get a really good costume, not one of those cheap $20, $30 ones with all the extra fucking like shading on it. I'm like that have all the. I'm like, I hate those things. They look cool in pictures as long as the lighting is right. But if the lighting's not right, you know, you got the shadows coming this way, but the shadows are going down. You know, it just looks like a drawing. And I hate it. I hate it. It looks cool in picture, and like in the picture, you look at it, oh, it's pretty cool. But I've seen somebody wear it in the video. I'm like, it looks terrible. Anyway, so I'm gonna get started here. So I can get this done, get a shower, eat some lunch, or whatever you call the in-between lunch and dinner. You can call it brunch, I guess. What, Lupper? I don't know, maybe it's not stupid. Alright, so, yeah, as long as I don't fuck around, I should have this done in about 2 hours-ish. So, yeah, we'll get going. I was like, I'm going to back into these and hit these or something, and I never do, so it's not a big deal.
Johnson, and welcome to Ab Jam. This is a great abdominal workout because it's 2 parts, 10 minutes standing, 10 minutes on the floor. You can do 1 part, hopefully you'll do both. Now we're going to start off by reviewing that tuck position. Shoulder blades are back against the wall, tailbone goes underneath you. This is very important. From the belly button up, you've got great posture. From the belly button down, tailbone's under toward me. You got it? We're going to isolate the abs in every exercise. Let's start by fanning the arms up. We'll warm up the back and the abs. Bring the arms down, flat back, and round it up. Round up the back. Good. Arms up. Bring it back down. Flat back. And when you round up, you're already crunching those abs. Let's go center. And tuck. And shake it. Contract. And shake. That's that tuck position. So hold it. And then shake it. Have a good time, all right? Because that's what working out's all about. We're going to take a center, hold, bend to your right. Center, isolate, contract the abs. Again, squeeze, now go side. Center, and to the side again. Let's go a little quicker. Here we go. Center, side, center, side. Now, don't just go through the movements. I actually want you to think about what's happening in your abs. Feel those abs getting tight. Feel your ribs moving towards your hips. Squeeze. Let's do another set. Come on down lower if you can. Center, side, obliques. Every time you bend to the side, think 6-pack, baby. The kind of a 6-pack that looks good in a bathing suit. Squeeze. can take it anytime you need it. Do it again. Arms stand up and down, flat back, and all the way up. Now, hands on your hips, bend side to side. Got that? So figure out where your rib cage is and bring it toward your hip bone. Hands on your hips. So rather than leaning from side to side, crunch side to side. Okay, come on, guard is by your face. Side, side. You can stand up tall if you want, or work the legs at the same time and bring those elbows toward the thighs. Now, what I'm not doing is leaning forward. So we're not here, we're here with the shoulder blades against the wall. Start to circle the arms around. This is a rotation. Yeah. Make it a figure eight. Come on, tap those heels. Are you having a good time? That's the best way to work your abs, when you're just kind of dancing, enjoying the music, but feeling those abs get tight. Same thing with the bigger arms. Row, row. Stand up tall in the upper body, tailbones underneath, that's the tuck position. That's the secret to all of these exercises that work the core. The tuck helps you isolate the abs and avoid straining your back. Here comes the elbow. Down, then wrap around. Again. Down, wrap around. Good. Down, behind your hip, wrap around. Do it again. Down, behind your hip. Other way. Down, wrap around. Good. Behind your hip bone. Now like there's someone standing behind you. Down. A little higher. Again, low. A little higher. Let's go to tempo. Right. Right. Good. Other way, baby. Oh, man, you can feel that, can't you? Nice job. Your abs are going to be so tight. Fan it up. Here we go. Deep breath in. Exhale down. Flat back. Round it up, please. Deep breath. Good. Flat back. Round it up. Nice job. Tap it out, guys. All right, guys. I'm going to take you nice, wide into that plie stance. Like you're riding a wide horse. Got your hands up nice and wide. This is the wheel, and it's taken from capoeira. We're going to do this 4 times. It is 4, 3, 2. Now, hands on your hips. Good job. Now, to make it a little easier, you make the wheel smaller. Don't bend as deep together. Do you want to do that again? Let's do it. Now, hold up a little longer this time. We're going to do 8 of them. Tuck the tailbone underneath. You're in that tuck position. Shoulders are back. Hands on your hips. Good. And think of this as a side crunch. It's not leaning to the side. It's crunching to the side. Let's go right, left. Right, left, and then together. Again. The wider you take your arms, the more intense this is for your abdominals. So be ready for it. Again. Let's go the other way. Let's make those abs nice and flat. Bending to the side really works the obliques. Now, if you need a visual, just imagine that you're about to go into a cartwheel. So you want to bend to the side. Good. Now let's alternate. Go to the right. And together. Now go to your left. Oh, yeah. You feel it? Shoulders are back, right? Tailbone tucked underneath. You're doing awesome. Can you keep going? I know you can. Let's do it again. Right, left, right. Other way. Right. Beautiful. Do it again. Right, left, right. Come on, tailbone under. You're almost there, baby. Here we go. We're gonna row. Big arms. Row like you're rowing a giant canoe. Stay right. Good. Stay right again. Arms. Now I want you to put your sword away. That's it. Powerful warrior. Other way, baby. Put it away. Good. Lean back a little bit. Squeeze your glutes. Work those abs. Tighten and tone the midsection. We're going to the right. Now back to your left. Oh man, you can feel that in your obliques. Your rectus abdominis muscles right down the center of your abs. One more time. Get ready, guys. We're going to punch. Right, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Zigzag, lift your hip. All right? Focus on lifting your hip, not your knee. Crosses. Zigzag, lift that hip. Nice job. Cut that in half. 1, 2, lift the hip. Lift. If you think about lifting that hip, you are gonna tighten up your obliques. Think of the knee as just kind of coming along for the ride. You got it. Come on, baby, last one. Take the back flat. Round it up. Do it again. Flat back. You can do this anytime you need a little break. Flat. Round it up. Last time. Then we're gonna cross, starting with your left hand. Left hand, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Lift your hip. Oh! Did you feel it? Lift your hip bone. Bring your hip bone to your rib cage. It's nice. Do it again. Yes. Perfect. Now cut that in half. 1, 2, lift. 1, 2. Crunch. Crunch. Look down at your hip. Crunch. There you go. Crunch. Crunch. You feel it? All right. Shake it, shake, baby. Shake it. Oh, nice. This is a great way to really trim your waistline. Don't give it too much fun. Just have fun. Shake it to the music. It'll happen naturally. There is no right or wrong way to do this. Now squat. Down and lift. Down. Got your W over here. Remember that position. Good. This elbow comes behind the hip. Nice. Squeeze. Squeeze. Singles. Down. Up. Up. Now, if you want, you can tap that toe down. When you got your balance, hold it up. Lift. 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 Want to go the other way? Okay. Down. Lift. Down. Lift. Good. Take a look at your imaginary opponent. Show them how tight your abs are, baby. Show them off. Here we go, singles. Down, lift, lift, lift. Yeah, come on. Balance, baby, balance. We can do it. Hold on to it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Go. Tight abs. Lift it up, band. And down. Nice job, flat back. Good job. Do that again. That's a nice little break for your back, for the abs. Flatten it out. Round it up. All right, tap it out. That's it for your standing abs. I want you to grab a mat or a towel. Bring it back to the floor. We'll do some ab work on the floor. That's awesome stuff for Turbo Jam. Nice job, guys. Great job. We're going to take some of those exercises that you did in the standing routine and bring it down to the floor. So go ahead and lay back. Get comfortable. Take your feet shoulder width apart and your hands, I would say, all right next to your hips. And we're going to begin this exercise from your belly button down in just the tuck. Here we go, tuck. Tuck and release. Tuck and release. And everything we do, you can modify it. So if it doesn't feel right, you can modify by watching Mindy or by watching Anarita. They'll show you how to make the exercises just a little easier until you build the strength you want. Let's crunch. Hands behind the head, making sure that you're not pulling on the neck. Your neck should be relaxed. Your hands are a light touch behind the head. Good. 4 more. 2 more times. Try to keep your head elevated the whole time. And we'll go right into a single leg stretch. Right leg. And switch. Good. Head is lifted, shoulders are lifted. Again. Now let's go to singles. Ready? Press that knee away. Adding the resistance is really going to work those abs. Of course, you can put your hands behind your head anytime you need to. Now lock up and do elbows, side to side. Another way to make this easier is to take your legs straight up to the sky. The lower you take the legs, the harder it is. Most advanced, arms side to side. Good. Wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. Come on. Work those abs, baby. Good job. Do 4 more. Let's go. 4. Good. 3. We can make it. Then we're doing leg drops. I love this exercise. Legs all the way up. Drop to one side. We're going to roll up slow and controlled. Roll back slow. Legs back to center. Good. Do it again. Other side. Roll. Lift. Control is the key. You're going slow and you have total control. And now we bring it up a little bit quicker. Here we go. Up, touch, roll back, center. Drop, roll up, roll back, center. Another set. Come on. and back. Head and shoulders lifted up off the floor. These are 2 counts or singles. Now we slow it down just a little bit. Up slow. 1, 2, hold it, and back. It is never too late to get the abs that you want. It really means just watching your diet, making sure that you're eating healthy food, you're doing your cardio, as well as your ab routine. All right, last one. Let's take a little break. Arms reach over your head. Legs reach out nice and long. Don't go anywhere, though. We're not done. That's just a little stretch, and you can take that anytime you need it. Okay, guys, you ready? Walk your hands up the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now lift the knees. And then slide or walk it back down. Good. Walk it up. Now you're not sitting all the way up. Maybe 35, 45 degrees so that you're really feeling your abs, not your hip flexors. Good. Do that again. And this time, you can lift the arms as an option. That's more advanced, so you keep the hands behind the knees if you want. Walk it back. Yeah, baby. Can you do it again? Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, and lift. 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 Walk it back. All right, next time we're going to snake it back. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift. Lift. And you're wondering what the snake is? We'll show you. Ready, guys? Oh, yeah. Come on, walk it up. Hey, hey, hey. Hook. Hook. Snake it back. All right, guys, stay here. Bring the knees all the way up, hands behind your head. And I want you to bend to the right. Bend to the left. Good, now go to singles. Here we go. Side, side. Head and shoulders are elevated. Remember, you're bringing your heels toward the elbows. Your knees and the lower leg are sealed together. And lift, and lift. Come on, bend to the side. Okay, don't go anywhere. Stay on one side only. Tuck, tight. You're bringing your heels towards your elbow. You feel that? Oh my gosh, right there in the obliques, baby doll. Switch and go the other side. Hang on. You're almost home. Do it. Lift. Lift. Big obliques. Big tight flat abs. Oh yeah, you made it. Stretch it out. Arms overhead. That was awesome. Oh my gosh, you're going to feel that tomorrow. Good job, guys. Stretch it out. Okay, guys, let's bring the feet in. Shoulder distance apart. And we're going to start with cross punches, just like we do in our turbo gym workout. Little cross punches, and then a zigzag. Not all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. Okay, join me. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Small zigzag. Try to keep your head and shoulders up. Crossing and zigzag. Do it again. You can keep hands behind your neck if you need to. Just like that. Small crosses across. Now the same thing, but let's lift up a little higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. Or you can stay where you are. Just like Mindy and Anna-Rita are showing you today. Working those abs, now bringing the shoulders up off the floor. One more time. Good, now with the right knee is lifted, let's go across. Across and back. Hold the knee steady. And lift by leaning with your shoulder, not your elbow. That's a cue that will really help you focus on the obliques as opposed to doing just the elbow across. Hey, I know what cheating looks like, guys. Now lift to the center, crunch. Lift. Good. Head and shoulders stay up. Get that tailbone tucked up underneath. Other side, left knee now. Across with your shoulder. Let the elbow follow behind. Lift. Yeah, baby. All right, back to center. Crunch. Oh. There it is. Make sure that the abs are nice and flat. Tailbone tucked underneath. Belly button in. Give me 4 more. 4. Nice. 3. Keep it tight. 2. Nice. Now we're going to go right and left. Right and lift the opposite knee. How's that feel? You got a little bit of a burn going on yet? Okay. Give me 4 more. 2 more. That's nice. All right, feet together. And we're going to tuck. Elbows in. Tuck. Good. Crunch. Bring your elbows to touch the inside of the knees. Oh, that works. Lift your hips up off the floor. Lift. Almost there. Lift. Come on, 2 more. Last one. Good. Hands behind the knees. Roll all the way up. Face me. Hi. All right, guys. Now toes on the floor if you wanted to keep this nice and simple. Fingertips to the side. We go to the right. Right and center. Left and center. Now, I want you to lean back slightly. So you are behind those 2 bones, which we call the sits bones, and you're on the fleshy part of your hips, back on the derriere. Nice. Now we're going to do this with a little pulse to the right, then center. Good. To the left and center. Take a break if you need to, or keep going. Side, center. Good. Do it again. Left, center. Oh, can we do one more set? Can you do it? Stay with us. You're doing awesome. It's going to pay off. I promise you that. You're going to have nice flat abs, a six-pack to show off in your bathing suit. Hold it. Last set. Come on, guys. You can do it. Hang in there. Last one. Back to center. Oh, hands behind your knees. Round back and away. Lift all the way up. Swing your legs around. Come all the way down on your hips. Good. Now just press up, stretching the abs, or all the way up into up dog. Oh my gosh, that feels so dang good. Shoulders are down away from your ears. Knees down, press all the way back. Child's pose. Hey, that was a nice job. I hope you enjoyed Ab Jam. We sure did. That's all you have to do. Work your abs. Make sure you eat well and work out with me. I'm glad you had a good time. We'll see you soon.
Okay, again, it's nothing major, but it's a good workout. Makes a decent warm-up for ab day for me and anybody else who's a little more advanced, I guess. I'm not really, obviously, in any phenomenal shape. I am in better shape than I was when I started, but I'm not in phenomenal shape. So, all right. Anyway, before I turn the music on, I want to do a little intro in here, and though I kind of did it beforehand without finishing it. This series that started last week and goes to August 21st is 3 of 10. So all exercises are 3 sets of 10 reps. Okay. If you do 8, try to get those next 2. If you get to 10, take it up for the next set. You don't need to add more to the set. Okay, that's not how my routine is designed. All right, because we just did a 2 of 15. So if I do my first set, let's say my lat pull downs, I do 90 pounds. Like, I can add a couple more pounds to that. I'm going to add 5 more pounds to that. I'm going to do the next set. Same thing with the next set. Just like last week, I started with 85. I did 90 in the second set. Thought 90 was fine. Kept it at 90. Thought 90 was fine again. Doing it 90 again today. But there are other examples like deadlifts. I did 115 on the first set. I needed to add more weights. I put 120 on it. Needed to add more weight. Put 125 on there. Needed more weight. So this week I'm doing 130. That my routine is not designed for you to push out extra reps, with the exception of the last 6 weeks when we do the reverse pyramid. That one is the only one in this entire year-long series that is not designed for a specific number of reps. It has a variance. First set's 1 to 3, second set's 3 to 5, third set's 5 to 8, 6 to 8, last 4 sets 8 to 12, last set's 12 to 20, as we decrease the weight for each set. So that's how that works. But if you can do more than 3 on the first set, do more than 3. Do it until you can't do anymore, safely. Okay. If you're by yourself, you don't have a spotter, you don't want to be stuck with a 200-pound barbell on your chest. So. if you don't think you can safely knock that third one, if that third one you're like struggling like shit to get the fucking thing up, and you just barely get it up there, don't do the fourth. Okay? As opposed to a barbell curl where you're like, oh, I can just, let me see if I get the fourth one in there, and you get like you're here, like, yeah, it's not happening. That's fine. But again, I don't want you to crush yourself with the barbell on bench presses or squats, skull crusher, things like that. Okay. If you have a spotter, sure, go to failure. If your spotter is trustworthy enough, can help you with that. Make sure that they can assist you getting it up, or get it off of you if they need to. Then that's fine. So anyway, my series up until the last 6 weeks, which is going to be something like March to April, March 1st to April, mid-April of next year. Then everything else is that. You know, I've accidentally done 1 or 2 extra because I kind of zoned out in my head a little bit. You'll hear me go, I'm like, I did 12. And it usually ends up being like the first week of the change. Like when I did the 2 of 15, I kind of got myself doing like 16, 17, 18. I'm like, oh shit, fuck, because I was doing 130 in my head because I did that for 6 weeks. 2 of 15 for 6 weeks. Like last week I did a couple where I did 11. I'm like, ah, fuck, you know, not a big deal. It doesn't hurt anything. But if you get that 10 in there, and you're like, you know, it's like, I can do a few more. We're not doing a few more. That's not how we're doing this. If you want to, that's fine. It's your workout. Do what you want. You can use mine as a guide and make it work for you, whatever you want to do. But because we have multiple sets, 3 sets, 5 sets, whatever we're doing at the time, 2 sets, 4 sets, we can take it up for the next one. So if we fail, you know, we like on 12 or 13 on the first set, we probably can't take it up for the second set, and then hopefully fail on the second set. So our goal is to increase the weight as we go. Increase the weight as opposed to increasing the reps. So that's that. Okay, so other than that, the ab work, okay? You have 2 options to do this if you're doing my workout. Okay, you can follow me and do what I'm doing. They are all sets of 30. Okay, that does not change when we change our set to rep ratio and the rest of the workout. So right now we're doing 3 of 10. So abs are going to be 3 of 30. Last time we did 2 of 15. Abs were 2 of 30. We're just adding the sets to match the sets that we're doing for the rest of the workout. But the abs are staying the same because my goal is to go for a strong core with a slim trim, defined core, I guess, you know, defined abs. All right. If you want to build your abs, you know, like the rest of your body, by all means, do the sets and rep ratio that you're doing for the rest of it, and add more weight as needed. So if you do 3 sets of 10 on your crunches, and you need to make sure you add some weight to make those 10 work, as opposed to doing 30 that are going to work themselves. So, for the most part, right now I have 7 pounds. 7 pounds I'm doing for crunches, and in the back of my head I'm kicking myself for that because I know in the next series I'm going to 5 as opposed to 4. So I'm adding a whole 2 extra sets on top of the 3 I'm already doing, so I'm almost doubling what I'm doing at the next interval. So, but whatever, it is what it is. Even with 30 reps, you might have to add weight as well, but it's going to be a lot less weight than you would be adding if you're doing 3 of 10. So, again, your choice. If you want to do 3 of 10, do 3 of 10. Go for the big, bulky bodybuilder Hulk abs, or you can do the 3 of 30, like I'm doing, and go for a slim, trim, aesthetic Adonis Captain America look. It's usually my comparison. Captain America. Chris Evans is Captain America, and then the Mark Ruffalo version of Hulk. You know, he's big, bulky, everything's big and bulky. So yeah. Alright, so I'm going to turn the music on, and we're going to get started. Also, the abs are in superset form. Abs are in superset form, so there's no interval in between because we're going from crunches to reverse crunches to oblique crunches and cycling right back through them. So there's no rest break needed for these sets because we're just cycling through it. And then the rest of the exercises, I have no single arm, single-sided exercises, which is fine. So every exercise for the back of the biceps and forearms, there will be a cardio interval in between set 1, set 2, and between 2 and 3. If I had a single-sided exercise, like let's just say I was doing the hammer curl, I was doing the supination curls one at a time. So I would do my right arm by itself, and then I would do my left arm. My right arm gets its rest break while I'm doing my left arm, so I have no need for the interval to take up the time of the rest period needed for my right arm. But since I'm doing alternating, it's still one set. They do still need their rest break, so we'll do an interval in between there. So, all right, so that's on. Turn the music on itself, and then we get started so we can get done. And be done. And again, I want to stress the fact that all music on my playlist is in the Creative Commons. There's no copyright violation on any of these songs whatsoever. They are all downloaded from the YouTube audio library, and they are all in the category of no attribution needed. So, again, no copyright violation whatsoever on any of these songs. Instagram. Just saying. Alright, so I'm going to take this down here with me so I can write everything down as I go. You guys will hear me just fine. For some reason these phone cameras seem to pick it up better than even that microphone over there. So I gotta turn down the music a little bit, but it's not fun. It's still not fun, it's not the greatest stuff. Alright. So for the abs, again, I want to for the crunches, regular crunches, I'm using 7 pounds, 5 pound and a 2 pound ankle weight across my chest. The other 2 exercises, as of right now, the reverse crunches and the oblique crunches have no weight attached to it. That might change mid workout, mid set, mid exercise, whatever. It might not. We'll find out. So, add some 10 powder. Alright. So again, there'll be 1 set of crunches, 1 set of reverse crunches, legs pulling, and then each side oblique, and then we'll repeat that cycle for all 3 sets. Stalling, but I don't want to do it. Alright.
Best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout, and fame. Mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy. Think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me. I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quite so thirsty. I'm toxic as I come.
Alright, so first set, 7 pound, and again, with the I said before I started, we might change weight during the set. It's possible. Most likely, I probably won't. I want to see how the third goes to make sure that I can do it. But this I might add make this 10 pounds. I don't know. I'm gonna do the second set, see how that is. So we'll do 7 pounds again for the next set. Then reverse crunches. No weight on the reverse crunches. Alright, first set, 0 pounds, 30 reps. So say the same for the next set. Your leg weight quite a bit. Alright. Oblique crunches, same thing, 0 weight, 30 reps. The other side. Alright, first set, 0 pounds, 30 reps. Do the second set the same, all across the board here. And then I'll see what we're going to do for the third set. So I think I kind of want to add extra weight to the crunches and to the side crunches, but again, this is only my second time doing a third set. So we're going to see where we're at here. Alright, second set, 7 pounds, 30 reps. I'm going to take that one up to 10 for the third set. I do have a 10-pound ankle weight over there. And 2. Alright, first crunch is 0. This one, I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to add any weight. I would have to put a 5 pound around both of my ankles at minimum. I don't think 2 pound put around both ankles even. Anyway. Alright, second set, 0 pounds, 30 reps. It stays the same for the next set. Alright. Oblique crunches. Now my left side is going to be a little more strenuous on this one. It's going to feel a little more on my right side. So, pretty much know here. This one. I think I'll add the 2 for the next one. I think. It's not a lot. Alright, second set, 0 weight, 3 reps. I'll take that up to 2 pounds. Again, it's not a lot extra. Not very much extra. But it is extra. Even a little bit do a lot more. I don't know why I crawled like that. Yeah, I do. I'm being lazy. I didn't want to stand up. Alright, so this is a 10-pound ankle weight. So we got 2s, we got 5s, we got 10s. I could have made that 9. I also could have made it 4 instead of 5 when I went from 2 to 5. I also could have used a dumbbell at 3 pounds. 5, 8, 10s, but they spread the weight out a little bit better. They're not hard, so if I can use them, I'm going to use them. I have 20, 30, 4 pounds worth of ankle weights that I can use for these. And I will use them as needed. Alright, regular crunches. It seems about the same, you know. It's a little different, a little off. Like for a second, it seemed like it was less weight than what I was using before. It wasn't maybe up as high, but I think it's the same. It's fine. All right. Anyway, so third set, 10 pounds, 30 reps. And we'll keep that the same, start next week, see where we're at. Alright, reverse crunches, 0 weight again. Alright, third set, 0 pounds, 30 reps, keep that the same as well. Next week. Alright, so oblique crunches, I'm going to add 2 pound. And where do you might ask? Where do you might ask? You probably didn't ask, but to go. Right there. Or, if you really want, you can do it this way too. But I think that works a little bit better. Kind of cups itself, situates itself in the pocket there. So yeah, just making sure I hold it in place, so just for some reason, it doesn't do that. Alright, so third set, 2 pounds, 30 reps. We'll start the next week off with 2 pounds, do a rep from there. I have a feeling I'll up it by the second set. Alright.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up.
Alright, abs are done on the back.
Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take it to your hands, a plan your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the fucking hours.
So, first exercise for the back is a lat pull down, a wide lat pull down. Yeah, that's going to be in front of you, in front of the neck. I'm going straight now, but you know, I'm going to get my picture. Alright, so last week we did 85, 90, and 90. Keeping it at 90 for the first set today.
It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
25.
I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring. Yeah, we all wanna be free.
60.
So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you these fucking clowns. Who were all taught they deserve it now.
Alright.
It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Alright, first set, 90 pounds. Last couple were a little bit of a struggle on that. Again, you want to make sure every time you get the same spot. If your rep ends here and your last few end up here, that's not a rep. Alright, so first set, 90 pounds, 10 reps. I'm going to keep it at 90 because I want to make sure I get my full reps in while keeping the proper form. Alright, the first interval of the day, as every day, is jogging in place. Again, I switch them up throughout the routine, just to keep them from being monotonous. If you want to jog in place, you want to kind of fake skip rope, you just want to walk around doing this while you rest, that's fine. Don't sit there playing on your phone. Don't sit there and chit chat like I'm doing right now. Keep yourself moving, keep yourself busy. At very minimum. Or utilize a time frame. And again, you can jog in place, you can run in place, you can sprint in place, you can do burpees, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Whatever works for you and your athletic level and what your goals are. My goals, a little more muscle, a lot less fat. So, this is fine for me. It keeps me moving, keeps my heart rate up a little bit, keeps my body warm. Go a little bit faster. I have no desire to sit here and keep doing this stuff. I'm not training for anything other than to feel better and look better. So, yeah. Alright, second set, same weight. No. Straight here. If I took that up, most of those would have been going like this. Nothing wrong with little cheat here and there to help get the weight down on the last couple. Nothing wrong with that. When your whole exercise is that, like if I would have taken that weight up even at even at 95, half of those would have been like going like this. Probably would have pulled my arm out of my socket, which I kind of did on Friday last week. And then probably those last few probably wouldn't even touched my chest. So 90 pounds, 10 reps. When it starts to get hard like that, you can't, like, just a little cheat, you know, like instead of being here, you know, a little back like this, a little cheat like that here, the last couple, you know, you can stop. It's a little bit too much. Stop, give yourself about 5-10 seconds, do the next rep. Now you get to do it for 2 or 3 of them, that's fine. No big deal. Do what you need to do without doing it improperly. Alright. Alright, last set, same way. Alright, last set 90 pounds, and reps that'll stay 90 pounds for next week as well. Too much pausing, a little more swinging than I like. You know you can't, it's a back exercise anyway, you can't get a little bit of, it's really not cheating, but I'm starting getting too much swing. I didn't want to get into too much swing. Alright. So yeah, that'll stay the same. Alright, close grip reverse lat pull downs. Again, instead of this, I'm going to pull down like this. We did 80 pounds, 85, and 90. We're going to 95 on this one. So if we add 5 more pounds to that, we'll be good to go. Now this one actually, you're allowed to swing a little bit more on it. Actually, you should swing a little more on it. Not really a swing, but an elongated reach and pull, I guess. So, well, this one is fine. Start here and just pull down like that. If you do this one that way, you're just doing a shoulder and tricep workout. See what's starting to work there? As opposed to here, you're pulling with the back first. So most of the work is coming from the back, from the lats. It's a compound. You're still going to work this anyway, and you'll definitely feel it throughout your arm. Biceps,
triceps, forearms, everything. But if you don't start the pull with your back, you lose out on the actual back exercises, mainly core. Didn't want to let go. So you see the difference here? So it's just working with the rear triceps, the rear delt, the triceps here, as opposed to here. You really can't see with my shirt on and my fat, but the back starts to engage before you get your arm pulled down, before your tricep starts to, your arm starts to engage. So, anyway, first set 95 pounds, 10 reps. We'll go to 100 on that one. I'm not going to strip all that off, put the 50s on there. We'll even take off the 10s, 25s on there. I'm just going to take off between the halves and put the 5s on. It still equals 100. No matter what shape, the size the plates are, as long as the plates equal the same. Alright, so 1 minute interval, we're doing jumping jacks. Again, you can make these however you want. You want to go super strong, make it really fast, your call. You want to do plyo jacks, it's your call. I'm cool with these mini jacks. Or whatever the fuck you want. Basically, these are regular jumping jacks. Alright. Those off. On 25, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 1 more. Alright, second set, 100 pounds, 10 reps. We'll go up to 105. And again, I have it 2.5 now, it's 5 extra pounds. So we need to strip everything off. Woo! Now I'm starting to feel the work. Last set. Five. Even though I got those last two down completely, I didn't really like all that much. Basically, they're harder than I wanted them to be. So that's a good thing, I guess, right? So 105, 10 reps, then we'll stay the same for next week. Alright, so I'll strip this down, then we'll do deadlifts. We'll do all this shit deadlift. Getting tired of having to walk behind that thing to get these. Set them right there. I barely use the other two. Alright, so deadlifts, 115 to 120 to 125, with all the 130. 20-pound bar, 110 pounds total, 55 per side. Again, said anything squats or deadlift wise, squats or deadlifts, any squats or deadlifts that do over 100 pounds, I'm gonna wear the belt, even though I hate it, with passion. Safety over comfort, I guess. My front squats and my wide plie squats are still under 100, so I still have 2 of my 4 exercises. Technically, you could probably use this on the seated row as well, but I don't see a need for that exercise, even though you get a less chance of hurting your back on that one than you do on going straight up closer pulling. Anyway, the faster I do these, the faster I take this stupid thing off. It's a lot higher. All right, first set, 130. Alright, first set 130, a little bit easier, sort of. some bigger wagon wheels on it. These ones are basically half the size. You're not going down as far. So, whatever. 130, 10 reps. We'll go to 135 on that for the next set. And interval. The imaginary rubber stick. Okay, if this is more comfortable for you, focusing, something like that, double it up, whatever you want to buckle again, you can play with it. It's like doing a little rope skip. It's fine. You actually want to skip a real rope, you have room for it, good. I'm going to top this off real quick. No, it's not quite empty yet. Alright, so make this 135. Now I can put this full half on. Okay. Alright, second set, 135. That's the other half of that head rep with the muscle. And anyway, eventually I might start doing that, actually put that together on the floor. Maybe I'm going to try it this way. It actually makes a difference. I'm sure it does. Alright, second set, 135. 10 reps, we're going to go 140. And the last set. try it this way. Everybody says that's better. I see a lot of people doing it that way. So. Feels like my hands are starting to slip a little bit. On this side. On that side, it's 120, plus block, 140. Not as bad as it looked a couple weeks ago though, when I first put it on. Alright, last set, 140. Put left hand underneath, right hand over. Which way I like it better. Do what I say. All right. Alright, last set, 140, 10 reps. I can't believe I'm saying this, but 145 next week. Alright, bathroom time. Then we move on to biceps. That's where I strip this down. Okay, now it's back. So I just realized, and I didn't do this on purpose, nothing about going to the bathroom or anything, but I just realized that all my bicep exercises on Tuesday are standing. including the forearm exercise. And all my Friday bicep exercises are seated. So today I'm doing easy bar curls, the single arm supination curls, I'm standing like this, hammer curls, and then the inward forearm curls. And then on Friday I do the incline bicep curls, dumbbell curls, sit on the bench. I do the single arm concentration curls where my arm is resting in my pocket of my leg there, my thigh, so I'm seated for that. And the preacher curls and the reverse preacher curls, I'm seated for those as well. Not that that matters for anything whatsoever, it's just popped in my head and I felt like sharing it because that's what I do. Alright, anyway. On to biceps. Easy bar curl. Last week we did 50, 55, 55, and we are keeping it 55. Alright, barbell weighs about 10 pounds. Pretty much exactly 10 pounds. We're doing 55, so that means 45 pounds of weights. Easier it is to load this bar since the stopping points are inside. Once I realize I'm going to put these up here. Nice. 22 and a half. Alright, 10, 20, 30, 40, 42 and a half, 45, 50. Acting like it would be hard to pick up, but ready to pick up the fucking 140-pound deadlift bar. I like to stress too, this is the most I've ever curled. I did it twice last week. I don't know if I want to take it up to 60 or not. That's not a good bit. Anyway, first set, 55 pounds, 10 reps. I'm going to do 60. Nobody's here for my second class. We're doing spears, by the way. I like it. It's basically just cross-country skiing. That's it. Nothing. None of them are special. Unless you want to make them special, really far out, you can do a dance move. Basically, pretend you're on a ski machine. On the lip switch. Balance on your toes, you can do run lunges. What works for you. You know, just for fun, I'm going to put the 25s on here. So you just switch these out. Doing this, but these last couple were a struggle. Not a huge struggle. Alright, if I knock out 10, I'm very impressed with myself on this. I never curled 60 pounds. And I don't care if it's on an easy bar. Never curled with a straight bar either. Alright. That's the most I've ever curled. Ever. There's something there, but it's the most I've ever did. Done. It's the most I've ever done. And I'm happy. I'm excited. I don't care if any of you are, nobody's there whatsoever, saw me do it. It's disappointing. $60 pounds, 10 reps. Nobody is there. Nobody. 65. 65. I just did my most ever. Now I'm gonna do 65. Never done 65. Half if I get like 5. Let alone 8. Definitely 10 that I want to do. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Do my new record on curls. Oh, 6, 7, 8. Okay, fuck you. Okay. Again, nobody's helping there. It's fucking awesome. Somebody was there. And they're gone. 65, 10 reps. It'll stay the same for next time. Whatever. I'll do it for everybody else. Alright, single arm supination curls. 25 in the first set, 27 in the second two. We're keeping it at 27 and a half. set, 27.5 reps. I'm going to keep that 27.5 for next time. Sorry, for next set. Alright, so intervals, butt kicks, or whatever variation of that you want to do. Hands, not quite all up your butt, but just give you a point to get to. Or you can just do this if you want to. Just put your feet back a little bit. Little move drain. How do your calves feel? Second set, same weight. That was up to my right arm. I will take that up to 30. My left arm didn't like that very much. So second set, 27.5, 10 reps. We'll stay 27.5 for the last set. Starting to feel a little shin splint action going on, so I'm going to keep these low. I don't want to get shin splints just running in place. That'd be weird. Really weird. We'll just do slight kickbacks here. set, same weight again. Alright, last set, 27 and a half. 10 reps, let's say the same for the next week, or the next week, before next week. Alright, hammer curls. So we did 22 and a half, 25, 25. I'm keeping it at 25 this first set. 15, 20, 25. They work great. Again, listen to what I said in those videos. This is about you. It's the same thing with spanking them. You have to know when to stop. It's just like spanking. You have to know that, you know, you're not going to sit there and beat the crap out of them for 5 minutes straight. You know, that's abuse. Okay. You gotta know how long to do it. It's simple. You get them in position. The best place you can see me at. I guess I'd be right here. Get them in the position. They're not going to know what the hell is going on the first time. They're not going to understand it. They're going to be like, okay, whatever, you know, because you're not going to hit them. You know, like, okay, whatever. But if they had a timeout, they know sort of what's going on. You're putting them kind of in a timeout at the same time. But what that kid was doing in the video, when he was here. Okay, this is where that kid was in that picture. He's crying. He's crying because he's being punished, not because it hurt him, because he was not anywhere he needed to be. This is a wall sit. All right, I guarantee you, a kid who has never done a wall sit is not going to be able to sit here for more than 5 to 10 seconds before it starts to hurt. I'm already starting to feel it. And I've been doing leg work for the last, 15 weeks now. So, and I'm starting to feel the burn already, okay? This burn that I'm feeling right now is what they are going to feel in about 5 seconds. And they don't know what it is, and they're going to start crying. Okay, once they start crying, give them about 5 more seconds, make them get up. Because they don't know what that sensation is, and it doesn't actually hurt them until you make them stay there way too long. Like, I was on that wall longer than my kids really ever had to, except for my son the last time. The other video, if you saw that one, literally, he's like, fine. He went right to the wall, he got perfect position, and he went like this and stared at me. And that lasted about a minute and a half. His legs were shaking, his face turned red, and he's just staring at me. And I'm like, go longer. Fine. You know, he was about probably 10 at that time maybe. 8, 9, 10, somewhere around there. About the time where kids should have developed their leg muscles. You know, me, I was climbing every fucking tree in the neighborhood at that age. Every tree that I'm like, oh, I can get up there. I'm like, up as high as I can fucking go. I have fallen out of more trees than I can count. Probably because I fell out of too many trees. I lost the ability to count. I don't know. But yeah, I was climbing trees. I was going down through crossing the. I was doing everything kids did 50 years ago, because that's the generation I grew up with, obviously, in the 80s. We still did that shit. So yeah, like I said, watch their legs. Watch their legs. Okay, you have to be very, very, very patient and very observant. Okay, if they're just like, "Hey, sir," no, they're not doing it right. Okay. You watch that, because you know what muscle fatigue looks like. Alright? You will know. Okay? It's very quick. Their first time, very quick. Then the next time, wall sit now. They're like, I'm sorry. You know? And it's only like a 5-second thing. Okay? And my kids literally said, just like the kid in the video, I'm like, you want spanked or you want a wall sit? They looked at each other like, spanked. And he goes, I just want a whooping. It's because they don't understand what that feeling is. So yeah, it's a hell of a lot better, and besides, it's good for them. As long as you don't overdo it, it's good for them. But yeah, like I said, you have to moderate it. So yeah, anyway, good luck with it. It worked great. My kids are well behaved. My daughter was spanked once when she was 2 years old. And I was just like, spanked her about 2 or 3 times through her diaper. I think she was wearing her pull-up, whatever. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. But I had no problem. Like, she went to grab something off. I'm like, no. And her mom was just a little like, you know, don't say that. But it wasn't anything. You never hit them hard, you know. It's just like that. What'd I do? What'd I do? There we go. It's just a tap. It's like, it doesn't hurt. That doesn't hurt anywhere in your body. It just surprises you. It's like, don't say that. You didn't do anything. You're just like, oh, what the fuck? You know? So, but that's all they got. They might got a smack on the hand. They might, there was a time where like this one smack on the butt, go to your room, and that was it. They never got the official over the knee spanking. I said to my daughter that one time when she was about 2 years old. So, and those wall sits only lasted for a couple of years, and it was very, 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 very rare. So. Not saying it's going to work on every kid, but yeah. Anyway, good luck with that. I'm going to get back to my stuff. Did I do a set? I did a set, yes. I'm going to do my interval anyway since I'm recording it and I kind of have to do it all. So we're doing Heisman's. And again, if you just want to step back and forth like this, I got to turn my music back up. You know, I kind of do it with wall sits, kind of give me a little bit of an interval. So, but anyway, back and forth like this. You can do the actual Heisman move here. Boom, boom. If you want, you can just kind of do high knees like this, or mid knees like this, or just back and forth. Whatever you feel comfortable doing. Okay. So, since I had a little extra rest, I'm gonna actually try to do one. Better watch your knees, so you're not like cramp inward too much. It's really more of it's not really a Heisman move, it's just kind of back and forth. But it kind of looks like a Heisman. It's a football training move, whatever the fuck it's called. I think they call it Heisman's. Anyway. Alright, so I didn't write that down. First set, 25. 25 pounds, 10 reps. I was planning on keeping that the same. The last like 2 was like, Alright, second set, same weight. I'm looking up and like, with the shadow, it's a baseboard turn. I didn't realize there's an extra piece of wood attached to the baseboard there. I'm like, why does it look warped? It's an extra piece of wood. Baseboard floor joist? Floor joist. Is that what that is? It's a floor joist, right? Well, these are load-bearing beams over here. You can't see. Well, you can see them on Twitch. There's nobody there. Anyway, second set, 25 pounds, 10 reps. I'm going to take that one up to 27 and a half. I think that was enough rest in between. On top of that, I think it was because it went right from the other one, the previous exercise to the other one. Anyway, so yeah, we'll go to 27 and a half. After. Faster, you can do this wider, you can go back and forth, you can do the whole football thing, whatever you want to do, up to you. Again, like I said, you just want to do this is fine. Again, if you just want to walk around and do this, that's fine. So once you're sitting down, being a lazy ass, laying on your phone. Even though I do look at my phone. But I don't look at my phone for 20 minutes. In between my I'll talk for 20 minutes with my muscles. Okay, last set, 27 and a half. And I'll tell you what, my kids are a hell of a lot, turned out a hell of a lot better than me and my siblings did. We were like almost never punished. We were grounded to our room, and we had fucking TVs and VCRs and comic books and toys. I mean, closets full of fucking toys. We're spoiled as shit. My kids are gonna be a hell of a lot better citizens, or whatever you call it, community people, better people than me and my siblings ever were. I love my parents, but we do not have enough discipline and encouragement and direction growing up. Luckily, I knew better with my kids, and my ex-wife, she's a phenomenal mother. She's a little cookie size sometimes, but, you know, she's a phenomenal mother. And we raised two phenomenal kids because they were disciplined and encouraged and pushed to get things done and do things. And now my son's the one who's kind of pushing me. Like, he's always, come on, you work out today? You working out? Are you working out? Why haven't you started working out yet? You know, all that kind of shit, you know? You need to start working out. You're fat. You know, he's being an asshole about it at the same time. It's just because he's a smart ass like I am. So, but yeah, my kids are going to end up being, I think they're going to be great parents, great members of society. That's it, members of society. That's what I was looking for. So, anyway, last set, 27 and a half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, bitch. Okay. Alright, we're down to the last blah, blah, blah. Down to the last exercise. Alright, anyway, last set, 27 and a half. 10 reps. That will stay the same for next week. And now we're on forearm curls. Looks like we did 30, 30, 32 and a half. We're keeping it at 32 and a half. Means I gotta fucking make the weights. Not a big deal. I just gotta put 5 pounds on 2 barbells, dumbbells, they're right here. On the 20 pounders, 22 and a halfers. If I look at my sheet before I started, probably could have had all these set up. Because I didn't need the 22 and a half at all. I wonder if that would work. Probably not, because I need all those for that and the 45s. Yeah. Anyway. Alright, first set. And the inward forearm curls. It's just, we're going to start a little bit outward, just because it gives you more of a feel of you turning them in. And it's all you're doing. You're just turning them in as far as you can go. And then back out. Give it a quick hold. And that's it.
And again, you can do these on a bench. This. You'll do a lot less weight too as well, which is fine. A little more isolation, usually less weight. With these ones, you have to pay a little more attention to what you're doing. Make sure your wrists are coming all the way in. Basically hold it long enough to look at both hands. It doesn't matter if your arms start doing this at all. It's just a natural movement. As long as you're paying attention and you know where your wrists are going. Not paying attention, you might just feel that weight come up a little bit because you're doing this, and your wrist isn't all turned in. And you're doing this, you know, this hand's doing it, but this wrist is about right here. And you lift it, and now you feel like you're in the same spot. Because you're here. Something like that, whatever. You know what I mean. Same thing with the shoulder shrug. You got to pay attention to where your shoulders are. That's why it's good to have a mirror. So you're not like going like this, blindly doing it, and you're like, oh. You think you got a whole, starting to do this, putting your hands up, and you're like, you're not doing this anymore. I don't know what the fuck I did to my collarbone. I didn't drop anything on it. Like for like weeks, my collarbone has been like hurting. I don't know if it's the muscle. The bone doesn't hurt. Maybe it does work there. I don't know. Fall on it. Alright, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Fast feet. Yay. Not yay. Alright. Ooh, no music. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You gotta concentrate. You're not counting the beats, you're counting your feet. Oh, okay. Alright, second set. I said I didn't write it down, did I? It's the second time. Alright, so first set, 32.5. 10 reps. We'll keep that at 32.5. The second set. Weights are loose. I don't like the weights being loose. Well, they're really loose. What the fuck? Not that bad. Probably part of the inward swing. Okay, second set, same way.
Alright, second set, 32 and a half. 10 reps, we'll go up to 35 in the last set. Last interval. Okay. You can travel if you want to. Float your boat. Stand in one spot. Low, high, come in. Actually get into it. Like you're on a ladder thing or whatever. Rotate. Alright, last set, 35 pounds. Nice thing about these, they have weights on top. You can watch the turn. See how far you're turning. Alright, here we go. 35. I think I'm going to give a little longer pull on those. Just because. Alright, last set, 35. 10 reps. Put a note here. Hold. Longer. And that's it, we're done. Right on time for the music to stop. That was cool. It's always cool. Okay. Alright, so that's it. Day 2 of week 15 is done. Tomorrow is leg day. Leg day. Nobody was in here when I hit my new record for my bicep curls. I cried for an hour. No one was here watching me. I cried. It was a little upsetting though, because I went last week. I did 55 pounds, which was the most I've ever curled on a barbell, but it's not like super impressive. I've probably done about 50 before. You know, probably at the gym a while back. Maybe when I was a little bit younger. I don't know. I'm not sure. Usually it was around 30 to 40, so probably that 50 was probably my max at the time. I went to 55 for the last 2 sets, and I was like, oh, this is cool. I think this is my max. So I start today with my max at 55, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm going to 60. I did 60, I'm like, you know, I'm going to 65. I did 65, and nobody saw it. I was excited and upset right away. Anyway. At least I have it on video from myself. Maybe up on YouTube as soon as I get it posted. And I'll do my highlight reel. I think I'm going to highlight it in my highlight reel a little more. Anyway, so yeah. TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, all the same username. So whatever platform you're watching me on, you can go check me out on the other ones. If you would like. If not, whatever. Twitch, I just live stream, so there's really not much to do there unless you're on Twitch and you wanted to watch me. You can just jump on whenever, see if I'm on. I don't know what the hell I'm going to be down here doing this. Yesterday was after 4. Today was about 2. 1:30. Usually it's around somewhere between 9 and noon. Trying my best to get this straightened out so I can get my ass down here at 8 o'clock. I wanted to do it at 9, but 8 o'clock sounds better because I have to start getting out and working at 11:30. Now today's different because today's my late day. I take Mondays off so I can clean. Of course, I didn't get any of that done yesterday because of my migraine and because, the migraine basically. It kept me up half the night and wouldn't go away. And then coming down here to work out and then getting my live banned for bullshit, lies and shit, so, which pissed me off. I got that finally back up, and so I came down here and worked out. So none of that got done. But anyway, I take Mondays off so I can clean and get shit done, and then my son stays the night, and then sometimes we do stuff the next day, sometimes we don't. Usually come down and work out a little bit later in the day while he's still sleeping. We're just getting ready to get up. And then hopefully Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I can get my ass down here 8 o'clock, 8:30, somewhere around there, and be consistent. I gotta start being consistent so people who do want to watch me can see me. If you want to follow along, that'd be cool as shit too. You know, someone wants to dual live stream or join the live stream while they do the exact same workout. That'd be awesome. That'd be fun. I think that might be fun. Might also be confusing and annoying. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, they're all the same username. So whatever you're on, if you want to watch me, that's cool. If you happen to see me on here, that's awesome. TikTok's my main account where I post everything first. I pretty much post everything to TikTok. Any thought that I have that I want posted publicly, it goes to TikTok. And kind of basically all I really do on Facebook anymore, since I got back on, is just scroll through DoorDash posts and shit, and call out the assholes for being assholes, and help out the newbies so they don't end up being assholes. All that fun stuff. Other than that, I might share something that I see that's funny. I don't really do anything else on there. So. But anyway, TikTok's my main account. All the informational videos, the updates, weekly updates, and the highlight reels go there first. Fitness Journey playlist and the weekly workout highlights, something like that, whatever the playlist is called. One of the first few playlists you see on my page. They're right there. You can even see one of them, I believe. You just scroll a little bit, and there's the other one. Not a little bit, you just scroll over. It's the next one that's kind of hidden. So yeah, Fitness Journey playlist, the weekly workout highlights playlist. We'll have those in there. So it's just basically a highlight reel. It's, you know, about 2.5 minutes, and it shows me doing one exercise, one rep basically of each exercise each day through the week. And then for me, it's kind of cool to watch because I can see myself getting skinnier, more defined, and the weight getting bigger, heavier each week. And it's pretty cool to watch for me. I don't sit there and watch them all the time. Every so often, I might watch them all the way through if I'm bored, you know. But every so often, I will go through, I'll click it, and like week 1, day 1, and then you'll hear the music start, and you'll see a little bit of cardio, and we do like the bench press. I might watch day 1, and then scroll, you know. I might just go to the bench press, and then just keep scrolling, you know, to the bench press. But anyway, I'm rambling again. So yeah, those are all there. The weekly updates and the highlight reels get shared to Instagram. And then from Instagram, they get shared to Facebook and Twitter, and that's pretty much it as far as that goes. Instagram also gets the weekly progress picture, so you can see start to current on there. I still haven't put up Sundays, yesterday's, whatever, this last week's stuff on Instagram yet, but my 3-month picture, which is the week before, is up there.
And then all of those videos that I have made on TikTok are uploaded to YouTube already. They are in the Fitness Journey playlist on YouTube. They're all in the same playlist over there. There are 3 playlists there. The Fitness Journey playlist, which has everything that's on TikTok, as far as this stuff goes. The workout playlist, which includes every workout, the entirety of it. I think one time I cut out like a tad bit of what I was talking about because I'm like, yeah, it's a little too whatever. And I cut out part of my rant the first time somebody got my live band on TikTok. Because I was standing down here for 20 minutes trying to compose myself and make a TikTok. Actually, I was still screaming on. But anyway, for the most part, the entirety of the live stream is recorded on a camcorder, edited with text overlays, so you know what I'm doing each set, each exercise, all that good fun stuff. And everything I'm talking about right now, with all the information, my username, all the stuff is going to be right there at the bottom of the screen. That's in the workout. Everything is updated as of last Thursday. Last Thursday is the last one I have up there. I'm currently converting last Friday's video, so hopefully that'll be done by the end of the day and get uploaded when I get home from working. Yeah. And then there is a stretch video playlist, which includes all my Sunday stretches. Not me personally, those are in my workout playlist, but the videos that I follow along, that I find on YouTube, I find stretch videos, full body stretch videos ranging anywhere from like 15 to 45 minutes-ish. Try to keep it around 25 to 30 to 35 minutes if I can. And I follow along these videos, and then I put that video in the stretch video playlist. In case anybody does happen to see that and they want to watch it, and they want to follow that video, they're right there for you to utilize, and I will encourage you to utilize their videos versus mine to follow along with for that. If you want to do my routine, yeah, follow along with me, that's great. Do whatever warm-up you want to do. If you want to do the warm-ups that I'm doing, you can try to follow me with what you can hear and what I'm doing, or you can get on the Beachbody on demand and you can actually use the videos and then start my video after the warm-up and then follow along. Or you could just write down the exercises that I'm doing and do them yourself. Whatever. I think that covers it, even though that was a lot more talking than I've done the last week. I was pretty good. I got it cut down very, very good. Not the best, but a lot better last week. Now I'm rambling over it again. Anyway, everything's all cleaned up. All I gotta do is plug in my speaker and we're good to go. So, yeah, that's it. Anyway, bye-bye.